Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, Train Man, and welcome back to the weekly timetable for the week of May 25th, 2014. And we have 5 videos this week. No podcast. We're gonna do that bi-weekly because train news is slow. Big surprise there. On Monday, we had Train Man's Modular Minecraft episode 48. We're going on an adventure. Now, all Hobbit comparisons aside, that's precisely what we do. And we kind of overstep our boundaries in terms of, well, we made a map, and then we left the map and got lost. I'm just avoiding things. I don't want to engage. I really don't. Because if I stop and sit and fight, then more things are going to come after me. For spiders, I think they can go slightly faster than me, but oh no! We're going around that tree. We're going a long ways around that tree. I was, at one point or another, afraid I was going to die and never make it back to Moontan Bay because I'm quite a distance from my spawn point. At this point, I don't have a bed yet. On Tuesday, we had Train Man Plays Christopher's Locomotion episode, whatever this is, episode 130. Wow, finally, about time. More upgrades, and it's, nothing too dissimilar to what we've been doing. We extend the iron ore stations. We, reconfigure some area where the steel used to go, or where the steel used to come out of, rather. And we're just kind of incrementally getting bigger and better trains so that we can up our production and get an even level of production throughout our entire system. We got one that is waiting patiently. Oh well, no, not so much actually. He was just pausing. Great. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get in that. Wow. That almost sounded really dirty. And if you guys disagree, you don't know what I was about to call it. So that when we do start distributing those cars, it's going to go real quickly, and it's going to go nice and smoothly. The thing I hate is when you have engines sitting around, or trains sitting around loading for years in-game. On Wednesday, we had War Thunder episode 8, The Flying Goat. Because apparently, one of my planes has turned into a goat. In the meantime, I got the white biplane so that I can blend in to
the white biplane?
To the snow biome.
Exactly.
How do you know we're gonna be in snow?
It's friggin' camouflage. Well, I have three. I have 4 green planes and 1 white one. So I just use the white one first if we're in the snow.
I think
how do you know we're in the snow?
Forever because we're trying to find a Japanese battle.
Japanese.
Curse you, Japanese people.
I just found out Chris isn't here.
No, Chris has a baseball game where he plays
didn't even
balls.
introduce him, and you thought he was still here.
I'm the one who introduced everyone. Hey, here we go.
Exactly.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, no snow.
Robbers clips.
Damn it, no snow.
Snow.
Yes, it is. Sometimes.
No.
I don't see any snow on this map.
It was kind of a weird episode. We had people dropping out and coming back in, and there were only 2 battles, I think, because it wasn't, or rather, those 2 battles took a decent amount of time. So I flew a battle with, I think, the Japanese planes, and then I flew a battle with the American planes. Which is, I've been working on generally all of them. I've been sticking to America usually, because I've got tier 3s. I'm working on naval fighters there. You'll see this week in the episode that I've unlocked the P-39N0, they are Cobra, to replace the P-40 that I've had for ages. I'm finally starting to level up the fighters now that I've gotten my B-17. Alright, and on Thursday we had Trains in Space, Kerbal Space Program, episode 48, The Fuel Dump, where we deliver our ridiculous amount of fuel to the Kerbal Cruiser, and that's about it. Alright, but the important thing... Whoops. We need that and that. The important thing is, the first mission for the Kerbal Cruiser, and I'm going to mention this again next episode. Well, I'm not going to mention it, I'm going to be doing it next episode. The first mission for the Kerbal Cruiser it's a shakedown cruise, and it's going to be, well, first to Mun, just bring us in an orbit, not into an orbit around Mun necessarily, but into a flyby, in order to launch ourselves out of the solar system. And then our first target is Jebediah Kerman. What is that one? Oh, that's the one with nobody in it. Jebediah Kerman aboard the original Bell ship bound for Duna exploded mid-flight due to an unknown catastrophe. We actually just see the ship going into orbit. It's kind of a lame episode, I'll be completely honest. I just didn't have the time to make it any longer. In the following few hours, I built... not that I didn't have the time, but frankly, the entire thing was boring. I spent the next few hours attaching these massive fuel tanks to the ship, and I'm not kidding when I say it took a few hours. Transferring the fuel over, balancing the fuel, getting everything all set for transit, and then at the beginning of the next episode we actually discard the empty tanks in favor of just storing the fuel on the ship. But next episode we will be taking it out for its maiden voyage, and that's out to rescue Jebediah Kerman. On Friday we had a very short episode of the Zombie Train, a return to textures. It's episode 72, and I do actually get work done before the game crashes, although it's not an incredible amount of work. Because it'd be really unfortunate if that happened to this too. Gyro Mountains was enough of a loss, but this is like... That, for me, at that point, it was so far gone, as in, far gone from, like, my life. It wasn't something that I really paid attention to anymore. Not... What I'm trying to say is for a very long time, I didn't work on it at all. And then I came back to it when I started doing the Zombie Train, and, you know, it got a new lease on life, but it really wasn't fresh in my mind. I'm sure there's going to be days where I'm going to get 40 minutes of gameplay, I'm going to get unlimited gameplay, or I'm going to get, 10, 15 minutes like we did today. Or that day. It's just kind of unfortunate the way this works out sometimes, but we did get some work done, so that's fine. As long as as long as work is getting done, as I've said in the past, it means that work is getting done. It means that we're that much closer to finishing the Terminus Vale and Anaconda, however far away that may be. Gotta say something about that, though. Gonna drop this link in the description, because it is relevant, because I'm talking about it. I belong to a model railroad club called the Providence Northern Model Railroad. If you didn't pay attention to the Terminus podcast, that's news to you. And we have a fictional route that runs from Providence, Rhode Island to Quebec. Runs through a couple of specific towns along the way. What's good, or what's in my head is whether or not I finish the Terminus Vale and Anaconda, when I finish it, or if for whatever reason I fail to finish it. And I'm not talking about losing inspiration. I'm like if I lose the map or something. Then we'll move over to TRS 12, because that's the most recent version I own, and we'll start working on the Providence Northern Railroad as it would be in real life. And I've been scouring Google Maps trying to figure out, or Google Earth, trying to figure out exactly where this railroad would go in real life. And I've noticed that a lot of it is unbuilt Great Northern grade, as it would be, and some other abandoned rail tracks. So essentially the planning isn't going to be particularly hard. It's just going to be the building, of course, and trying to stick to exactly what the terrain looks like. If there was a way to convert a terrain map into a terrain map in-game, that'd be pretty nice. But I'm not sure if there's a way to do that. If there isn't, someone should make a mod for it, and then get back to me. It could be a while until I need that. Alright, so 3 videos this week, except we're actually down now to 2 because one of them was removed at some point. It was the ship runs right into mountain, and it was just kind of self-explanatory. I don't understand what the captain or whoever was at the helm was thinking, or if they were not paying attention, or drunk or high, because they drove right into a mountain. The second video here is actually one that I originally came across under a very different title, and one which did not seem as pleasant. Like a boss, concrete mixing truck driver avoids accident. No, it was like beep beep, concrete mixing truck coming through. 'Cause, wow. Yeah, it's one of those holy cow, that just happened kind of moments where a car grinds to a halt and a cement mixer truck just swerves around it at about 60 miles an hour and very nearly destroys a lot of things. Oh yeah, something flies off the car. You can see it in the thumbnail. And I thought that was going to have to be the video of the week because I only had that one and the other one until just a few minutes ago I found possibly the greatest home modification ever, and I'm not talking about a helipad. The video is entitled Amazing Underground Swimming Pool, and holy cow, it's awesome. It is this dude's backyard that opens up to reveal a swimming pool. And if that's not cool to you, I don't understand what would be. Because you were obviously misguided in life that you don't want an underground swimming pool. Now that would wrap me up for the day. Go check out the video, go check out the Providence Northern. Even though the website isn't exactly up to date, it'll tell you where we are if you happen to be in the smallest state ever. Drop by. Trust me, it's only 45 minutes from the edges of the state at most. You can, draw a diagonal line across the state and cross that in about an hour. But one thing happened this week, which was the reveal of, well, the teaser trailer for the new Doctor Who, which will be released apparently in August. And you guys should go check it out, because it's kind of cool. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Trainman out.